I cannot believe it's already time to do July favorites, but it is. So I have a bunch of things to tell you about here. I have palettes, just things, a couple things that I've done videos on this month, and a couple new things that you didn't know I had. So let me first talk to you about the lipstick that has been such a good surprise to me that I picked up from MAC. And this is a lipstick I've worn a lot. I've worn it in a couple videos, and I've been testing out a lot of lip products. But when I'm not testing other lip products out, this lipstick is what I'm wearing, and it's a cream sheen finish from MAC, and it's Cream in Your Coffee. And this lipstick is just so cool to me. I love, love, love it. It's perfect. I've been doing a lot of, I don't know what's been going on, but this month I've been doing a lot of darker eye looks, and you've seen some of them, and it's just been really nice because it pairs perfectly with the darker eye looks. It's not what I'm wearing today, but it is in that same family. They could be sisters. So that's Cream in Your Coffee, and I highly recommend it. It's a really, really great kind of a pinky nude that I like to work with when I have, you know, some deeper eye looks and that kind of thing. And even every day, it's just a really great everyday shade that you can slap on. I find that I don't need to, you know, be looking in the mirror to just slap it on. Sometimes I pull down the visor in my car. It's just a really easy color to wear every day, so I love it. This I haven't shown you, but I got this a month ago, and I love it. It is like every day I use this, and you can tell because it's almost gone. This is from Wen. I'm a huge Wen fan. I've talked about that before. I use Wen. I have a whole shower shelf of Wen for my hair and stuff like that. It's really a great hair product, I find. But this is different from for him. This is an ultra nourishing intensive body treatment. And it's like the best body butter I've ever used. It's a really, really nice kind of a unisex scent. That can sound really messed up if you say it wrong. Yeah, it's lemon, rosemary, and vanilla bean. So this is something, you know, I would think a man would have no problem using it. In fact, in the presentation, they talked about that. And he is a man. His name's Chaz Dean, the creator. It's really, really nice. It's 613, which is one of his cleansing conditioners. One of the, it's high in protein, I believe. But I've used that before on my hair, but yeah, this is just really good stuff. It's a very, very different body butter to me, and I love it. It's the favorite I've ever used, and I've used quite a few of them because it really, truly moisturizes your skin all day into the next day. Till the next shower, I am truly, truly moisturized with this, and I really have seen an improvement in my skin as far as smoothness and just suppleness, which is great. And of course, I slather this on my belly every day. Because it just keeps me so super moisturized, I really, really like using it on my belly in hopes of prevention. But let me just show you really quick. It's a nice consistency, and one of the things they do in the presentation that really sold me, because it's not cheap, trust me. I got it on Easy Pay off QVC. That's where I get all my Wen products. It was a really great Easy Pay deal. It's one of the most expensive body butters I've ever used. But what sold me in the presentation was that you can use it on your hands and everything, and it has a really decently thick consistency, as you can see. It's really thick. It's not a nice thick though. It goes into your skin. Your skin just drinks it up. But again, the thing that really sold me, let me get to the point. The thing that really sold me in the presentation is that they could use it on their hands and then snap their fingers. So it's not greasy, which is a huge selling point to me, because some of my favorite body butters really keep you moisturized, but they're pretty greasy. You know, you can't, you know, get a doorknob or, you know, that kind of a thing without really leaving it back behind a greasy paw print. You know what I'm saying? So really, really good stuff. And I already, after having it a week, they had it on special again on QVC, because he was, it's a big month for him, Gallons month, June. That's when I purchased, and a week later they had a deal for it again on Easy Pay. I got another one, so I already have my backup, and I will be looking for it again because I'm sure I'll go through that one just like I went through this one. So good stuff. All right, I talked to you about a couple palettes this month. I did a Swatch Fest video on 3 palettes that are new. The first 2 are Lorac's Metal palette. They have Pro Metal and Pro Matte. And I wore these in a video together for you, the cobalt color in particular from the Metal palette. I really have been enjoying these palettes. I highly recommend them. Just another note, I'll link that video below if you'd like to see swatches of these colors. But another note, Lorac Shadows, one of the things about them is if you've never tried them before, you might want to, if you can, go to a store and swatch them, see how you feel about them because there is extra fallout. I tap my brush off, but they are kind of famous for being, you know, a little less compact than a lot of pan eyeshadows are out there in the market are. But I love both of these palettes. I keep using them together. I used the all matte palette one day, and that's just something I'm gonna have to save for fall because it does have those shades in it where they're like, you know, kind of coffee shades. There's a shade in there called Burgundy. That is my world. It's like my favorite shade in the whole matte palette, but I will go ahead and link the video if you'd like to see swatches below because I swatch each of the shades on my hand. The other palette that's in that video as well is the new Urban Decay Smoky palette, and I gotta tell you, I was on the fence about this because I wasn't sure. It just wasn't one of those palettes that I looked at that I thought, okay, I'm gonna love this. I'm so excited about it. I knew I wanted it, but I wasn't sure I'd really, really love it. And this is what happened with it. It's really, really strange. Like, I love the purple in there. The purple shade in the palette is just a really, really gorgeous purple, and I'll swatch it for you. What I found with this purple that was a little odd to me was I definitely felt like using a base under it, a creamy base, like a color tattoo, you know, I ended up using a color tattoo, really, really bumped up this purple color. So there it is right there. I'll swatch it. I swatched it for you. It's a really, really pretty color called Smolder. But I really found that putting a base underneath it, a more purple base, really kind of made it what I wanted it to be. So that was like one of the colors I was the most excited about, but one of the things that definitely kind of needed a little bit of a crutch to kind of make it what I wanted. What I found about this palette is that I like it. I'm really, really glad I got it. I got into using the grays, and I think in a video I did for you guys this month, I'm wearing the gray shades and then the silver. I got into those more than I really thought I would. I thought I'd be all about the purple and that kind of a thing, but I really, really enjoyed the grays, using the grays and blacks, which is so unlike me. There's only one black, so the black. The grays, there's a couple, and one black. But that is so odd to me, and I really, really am happy about that because I am such a warm tone palette person. Like, I am so drawn to warm palettes and not cool palettes. And this is a cooler palette, I feel like, with, you know, some warm accents in it. But I feel overall, all the looks that I did were cool looks, which is so unlike me. So I am really, really glad I purchased this. And again, I will link the video below if you'd like to see swatches against the skin of that palette. So yeah, my verdict is I liked it, but not for the reasons I thought I would like it. So really interesting. Now this is something that I was told. I did a really big haul, Sephora haul, back when they had a, I think it was 15% off sale. And you know, they have the holiday sale where it's like more than that. And then they have the sale in this kind of spring that's 15%. And I got a lot of skincare stuff. And one of the things I wanted to try for the first time was the Glam Glow, Glam Glow masks. And one of the things that I had been reading about in a lot of different blogs is to use the Super Mud, which is the one in the white container, the Super Mud, which is the one I would have purchased like on its own just to try them out. And then this one is the Thirsty Mud Hydrating Treatment. Now, I never would have purchased this. I have combination skin. So this really appealed to me, the Super Mud, because it's like, you know, drawing out impurities and things like that. So this is the one that's kind of earmarked for my skin. Well, I kept reading on blogs, and a bunch of you guys told me to use this Super Mud first and then the Thirsty Mud second, and it's like a spa treatment. And it just sounds a little odd to me, but I was like, you know what? I've heard about this so much. I've read how this is so fantastic. I'm gonna try it. I've been doing it for a couple months now, and I love it, okay? Because the Super Mud is like, again, the kind of traditional for my skin type. It's the dark mud, and I used this in a sample, and I was like, it was okay. I got a sample from Sephora, and I was like, oh, okay. And just, do people do swatches of masks? But I did. And this dries, and it's really interesting in my oily parts. It kind of like, you can see where my pores are. The way it dries is really interesting. So I'll put this on first, take it off. And then this Thirsty Mud is like nothing I've ever tried before. Again, because of the skin types, I'm always looking for something to draw out and something that's, you know, really, I want to say not harsh, but, you know, just really geared to work with my skin type. This is like the absolute opposite. This is like, it shows up clear on my skin. It's a light brown, but you can feel that it's super moisturizing when it goes on. It reminds me of bananas. Just the way it looks. It looks like mashed bananas to me. It's right there on the top. Again, do people swatch masks? I don't know. Hey, I do. But the first time I put it on, I was like, you know, I put it all over my face. Yeah, I made that face. I put it on all over my face, and I was like, it's not hardening, because, you know, this one hardens. This one hardens and everything. That's so what I'm used to with masks. It just feels super, super moisturizing. And then I like went into like, oh my God, it's not hardening. It feels super, super moisturizing. Is this gonna make me break out? Is this gonna make me oilier and everything like that? I took it off, amazing. My skin was like plumped up and like perfectly, you know, balanced. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. So I'm so grateful for this. Now, the biggest drawback for these two guys is I really like doing my treatments, and I have to admit, I have only done this one by itself like twice. And that's just because I love the effect of both of them, which gets me to the drawbacks. The drawback is Glam Glow products are so freaking expensive. That's the one thing, and that's why I tried them when they were on sale, and I can tell you I'll only get them when they're on sale. Like I might, you know, I'll be finished with this by the time the next Sephora sale comes along, and then I might repurchase those two again, or I have to check Namies. I think Namies, I have their website and their discount. I might check them because I think they have Glam Glow products and see what their pricing is. But so expensive. So even though I really, really like that, and that's going to be something that I do quite often, and I have been doing often, and really, really am kind of fallen in love with, I don't know that I would recommend that to you guys, just because the price of those two of those products together is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And you know, I really wish they had better pricing, because I think for what they are overpriced. And that's just my honest opinion. As much as I like what it's doing for me, I gotta be honest, I think it's overpriced. Speaking of overpriced, let me just show you. It's drying. You can see that, how the Super Mud is drying. That's how it dries on your skin. You can just see around the edges how it dries. The last thing that I want to tell you about is something that I've seen a lot of people do videos on YouTube, and I wanted to try it. I didn't think it was something that I felt like doing a whole, wanted to devote a whole video to. It's a subscription service. Let me just make sure I didn't get any mud on my face. I felt like I got mud on my face. I just wanted to check, because I'm the type of girl that will do a whole video with the big old Super Mud splash on her face. That's just how I roll. But this is something that I've seen a lot of videos on, and I just wanted to give you my kind of thoughts on it after having it, you know, come to my house. It's Candy Club, and this is the premier Candy of the Month Club, and they send you candy every month, and I love candy, and I've really cut back since I found out I was expecting. I'm really eating healthy and everything like that, so you know, I haven't had gummy bears and I can't tell you how long, and that's like my thing, as well as chocolate and, you know, things like that. So I've been really, really good, and I wanted to try it. I'd seen a couple videos on it, and I wanted to try it. My hesitation in ordering was the price, because I thought on the outside, not having tasted anything, it was a little pricey for what you get. Now, Everything came, and remember, I am being very good. This came like 2 days ago. Actually, longer than that. When did it come? Yeah, 3 days ago, something like that. But anyway, I have really been good and not like dug into these because again, I'm trying to be, you know, very, you know, I just have a little tiny bit every day. I only have like 2 of these today. So let me just tell you, you get 3 containers. These are the sizes, 3 containers. I only am showing you 2 because the other thing that I got, which was, this is a subscription service. Did I mention that? The other thing that I got, red licorice Scotty dogs. I don't like licorice at all. Any kind of licorice, black licorice, red licorice. It was really, really cute. I had my husband take it to work because I figured some of his coworkers might like it. And then they give you Sweets Cotton Candy Saltwater Taffy, which I put in a bag for my mom because my mom loves taffy. I don't like that. But these 2 things I like. These are sour, Gimbel's Sour Gourmet Jelly Beans, and they taste absolutely delicious. And then this is let's see, Sour Power Wild Cherry Belts. These are my absolute favorite. Absolute favorite. They're really, really long. So you get like 3 containers and then a sprinkling of the other candy, which this month was saltwater taffy. Now I had a $20 off coupon, which I have to be honest and tell you, that's the only reason I ordered. It was $20 off. It was 20 live. Let me see. I put a picture of everything I got on Instagram, and I put the code there. Let me get that for you in case you want to use it. The code that it's candyclub.com, and the code I used was 20LIFE. And 20LIFE is the coupon code, and you get $20 off. So I ended up paying $6 for priority shipping. It ships wonderfully. It's priority, and it ships in a like a protective package so none of the candy will melt. Like they could send chocolate in that, it won't melt. It's a protective package. So you get that. So I got $20 off and then paid $6 shipping. So it's $26. And that's only at the highest level you get that pricing, where it's like $19.99 a month or so, like $20 a month. If you sign up for less time, it goes up and you can pay $22.99 plus the shipping for priority shipping. So I just think for what it is, as fabulous as everything tastes, I still think it's overpriced, even after having it delivered, as I did, you know, in the beginning when I was wondering about ordering. So it's just one of those things that my view on it is the thing that I think might keep me going with it, and I think for a bunch of people, is having candy. If you love candy, having candy that you have never tasted or never have seen, don't have at your local stores, having access to that candy is the biggest pro with this service. Money-wise, I think a lot of people are going to be like, I can go to the local store, get what I like, and I'm good. And I probably shouldn't be doing that anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts on it. I gave you the code, the 20LIFE, if you want to try it. And yeah, I just thought I'd comment on it since I've been seeing a lot of videos on it. And I paid it for it myself. I paid the $6 myself. You know, and I just, you know, it was one of those things. YouTube made me try it, but I wanted to tell you my thoughts on it. So guys, that's it for this month. Let me show you what the mud looks like. That's what it looks like, the super mud. So that's what it ends up looking like on your face before you take it off. So I am so surprised. I love the Glam Glow. I really, really am. I love the 2 together. Not so impressed with just the super mud. If I had just gotten the super mud, I'd be like, there's a lot of money for, you know? But together, amazing. It really is like a spa treatment, like I was told. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you very soon. I hope you had a wonderful July.